Hello everyone, welcome to part 2 of this replay between Evil and Goal here on Metalopolis. Going to go ahead and start up the game once again. Nexus being built over here on this high ground expansion over here at the 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock position. So Goal really trying to keep up economically, but army wise, Goal really has a stronger army. He should really consider moving out. He has Templars, he has the energy, he has Zealots. Zealot charge should be, being chrono boost and research now. He has the opportunity to attack. He also getting level 2 weapons upgrade. I would also like to see a robotics facility with perhaps a Colossus or two. At this stage in the game, taking a look, we already see Evil now getting 3 Corruptors and now sitting on 20 Larva. So this is really common play where Zerg players really want to just macro up as much as they can, continue to spawn larva, and then do some initial scouting. There's Phoenixes over here watching this hatchery being built, but with those 10-11 larva, the Zerg player will really be able to get the correct counter units fairly easily. We already see, what, 10... We have 10 Corruptors in the air, and I gotta believe that they are going to be changed to Broodlords in a moment once, yes, the Greater Spire is completed. Now move out with these Templars, Sentries, and Zealots with that level 1 weapon and armor upgrade, and now in comes an Observer as well. We'll see how this is all going to work out as these Corruptors are going to morph into Broodlords in a moment, but there's not enough gas, so I'm not exactly sure how many Broodlords Evil will be able to produce. Now currently mining off of what I expect to be, 6? Yes, mining off of 6 extractors, and now in come these units. 1 Broodlord now warping in, and now quickly blinking in, and now going to try to focus on 1 Broodlord as it's warping in, or not nice feedback as well, trying to take down some of these Corruptors. Nice Psystorms coming in as well, so all of those Corruptors taking a fair amount of damage. And now Roaches and Hydras continuing to push back on this high ground, fighting on this ramp. However, those Roaches are now upgraded 2-1, so those Roaches are dealing 20 damage, or sorry, 16 damage. Oh, sorry, it should be 20 damage, right? Yeah, 20 damage per attack. Those on those units. The one Roach going a little bit too far and chasing down that last Stalker. The Stalker probably could have blinked away and saved it, and then focused down that Roach as well. Back over here, Zealots were trying to get in a couple more kills, but there's too many Hydralisks, too many Roaches, and down goes another Zealot. Army-wise, a great change, great shift. Evil sitting on 4,200. I think the Templars should have not worried about trying to feed back those Corruptors. The Psystorm would have been much better, as all of those units were just sitting within that Psystorm for quite some time. Psystorming those Corruptors, Psystorming those Broodlords as they were stationary may have been enough to actually take down some of those units as they were morphing in. Now we're moving out with 7 Broodlords. Broodlords do not have any of those weapons upgrades, so they're only going to be dealing 20 damage per attack, but the spawning of the Broodlings are really what's going to change up the game. Hydralisk now moving out. Hydralisk with 2-1 attack and armor, so the Hydralisk dealing 14 damage in attack, and really out damaging the Stalkers, because the Stalkers are only dealing 12 damage towards those Hydralisks. We do have 6 Templars as well, so as long as those Templars get in a lot of good size jumps, and there we go, a lot of those units, and now Stalkers blinking in from the back, but really those size jumps really need to be hitting over here, and now all those Broodlords just dropping those Broodlings on top of those Stalkers. Stalkers should probably blink to that high ground to make those Broodlings just nullify them a little bit more. Immortals being produced, and really the Immortals are really only going to be countering these Roaches, but those Broodlings are going to be tearing away at the shields. Give me 1 moment. Hello everyone, sorry about that. Daughter was crying, so I had to go take care of her in just a moment. So here we're gonna go ahead and restart up this replay. Roaches and Overseer coming back in, but there's too many Roaches to really deal with this whole entire attack. Psystorms coming in as well, but those Psystorms really not dealing enough damage to handle this whole entire Roach army. Roaches do not have Burrow, but those Roaches are simply just going to be overrunning Goal at this stage in the game. There's not much really Goal can do. The Protoss player Goal was just sitting on too large of an army for far too long. Zealots now coming in as well. The Zealots are only finally upgraded 2-1 as well, but those Roaches with that range able to focus down these units fairly easily. Broodlords just walking over with this strong army as well. We also had a corruption on one of those warp gates just to add insult to injury, as Goal still was able to produce more and more units over here. We have the level 3 weapons upgrade, but I can't see Goal really being able to do anything else. He is sitting on a large number of large number of minerals. He should try to be working in more units, and now focusing down the wrong Broodlord, as one of those Broodlords already at 43 hit points, and he's going after the full hit points and going after another one there. There we go, finally taking down another Broodlord. But Roach is still pushing over here. Back over here, Roach is now pushing on some of these work gates as well. 3 Zealots now gonna go ahead and not engage. And really, these mass Roaches, mass Broodlords really taking their toll. And Go says, I expect to be GG, but it says go instead. Alright, so once again, I want to thank LU Computers for sponsoring this video. www.lucomputers.com. Go ahead and click on the StarCraft link on the top right hand corner. A quick summary of the game. Gold did some pretty effective harassment with pretty harassment with those Phoenixes early on, picking up those drones and focusing them down, getting a lot of drone kills really early on. But because he didn't follow up with his army to really punish his opponent, Evil was just able to just continue to power drone throughout the whole entire time, and was able to easily get up or even the harvester count and continually and take a third base. Once he was able to take this third base, he at one point, I think I saw Evil sitting on 20 to like 27 larvae, and then the instant that he needed to, he just produced a very, very large army. Even looking at the larva count now, he's sitting on 20 larvae off of these 6 hatcheries. So a very, very strong army there. Now, those of you guys who are still listening and you guys are interested in the tutorials, go ahead and send me your replays at crota@starcraft or sclegacy.com. Make sure to include in the subject line, just include tutorials, and then include the www.lucomputers.com so I know what the tutorial is for, and go and send me those replays. Before you guys send me those replays, make sure that the replay opens up in StarCraft 2, and just by dragging the replay file on top of the shortcut, it should naturally open up with really no issues there. If it doesn't open up, try to send another replay. I've already gotten a couple replays today, but those replays didn't open up either because they were patch 16 or they were too old. Anyways, thanks for watching, thanks for listening. I hope you guys enjoyed this replay, and a shout out to my sponsor once again, www.lucomputers.com, for being my very first sponsor.